Where you live. The body of a Norfolk-based soldier killed on duty in Afghanistan has been flown back to Britain. Trooper Philip Lawrence was 22 and died in an explosion on Monday while on patrol in Helmand Province. He served with the Light Dragoons based at Swanton Morley near Dereham. His body arrived back at RAF Lynham in Wiltshire this morning.
A 7-year-old girl died in a road accident in Essex. The girl from Leigh-on-Sea was a passenger in a Honda which left the A130 at Rawreth last night and overturned into a field. The driver, a 38-year-old man, was treated for minor injuries.
It's emerged that a murder suspect found dead in Norwich prison died of multiple injuries. Mariusz Lipinski was found dead at the jail yesterday morning. He'd been charged with murdering a woman believed to be 38-year-old Margazata Lipinska. Her body was found at a block of flats in Ipswich last week. The prison's ombudsman is conducting an investigation.
A replica of a 15th century ship has sailed into the port of King's Lynn with all guns blazing today at the start of the town's first Hanse festival.
The event's being held to celebrate Lynn rejoining the Hanseatic League, a German-based trading guild which dates back to the 14th century. Stuart Leith was there to see it.
The Lisa von Lübeck hoved into view, a 15th century replica trading ship, visiting King's Lynn to mark the start of the town's first ever Hanse festival, a celebration of the town's return to the Hanseatic League, a modern version of a powerful German-based 14th century trading guild.
We've renewed the links with about 170 North European towns and cities, from Russia down to the south of France. We're in this vast network, and that's going to bring great benefits to King's Lynn.
King's Lynn has had a long and illustrious maritime history. Captain George Vancouver sailed from the port to chart parts of Canada back in the 1790s, including the city which now bears his name. The German leaders of the modern Hanseatic League believe it will help to bring more business and tourism to King's Lynn. It's the only town in England that's a member of the League.
My vision for King's Lynn, that 20 million inhabitants from all the Hanseatic cities know in the future King's Lynn in England and come to visit King's Lynn.
As she sailed into the port, the Lisa von Lübeck saluted the town with cannon fire.
People in King's Lynn, way back in medieval times, would have seen these coggers coming up and down the river all the time, and it's a fantastic sight. You know, to see it coming down our river, it's really beautiful.
The ship's arrival marked the start of a series of events running throughout the weekend, and it's hoped the Lisa von Lübeck and its crew will be the first of many new visitors to the town. Stuart Leith's Anglia News, King's Lynn.
It's been announced that a new £38 million sporting village is being given the go-ahead in Essex. A 50-metre Olympic-sized swimming pool will form the centrepiece of the village in Basildon. It's going to also include a regional gymnastics centre and 6 five-a-side football pitches. Building work is due to start in October and is expected to open in 2011.
Now, when Joan Lowman first went to work, George V was on the throne.
Well, amazingly, Joan is still doing the very same job. She's now celebrating 75 years working for the same family firm in Essex and says she has no plans to retire. ITV's Derek Johnson went to meet her.
Perfumery, stationery and leather goods, wigs and haberdashery, kitchenware and food.
Joan Lowman at the till, as she has been since 1934, when as a school leaver she found herself applying for a position with this firm in Southend.
Well, I needed a job at 14.
What do you love so much about it then?
Well, it's just the company and everything else, you know. We have some laughs, we have some cries.
The department store is a family affair, set up by Percy Raven in 1897. Joan first went to work when they were based in the High Street. Percy's son Cecil moved the business to its present site. Customers have come and gone over the decades. Joan met them all.
You know, a lot of people we know, you know, from years ago, and their sons come in now. And but no, I've worked for all 4 generations of the Ravens.
She was always employed initially as a cashier, and she's gone and continued that right through doing all the account side and that right through to the present day.
Joan is 89 now. still going strong. You're not planning to retire at all soon?
Oh no. I'll keep going as long as I can.
Now, it strikes me that Joan must surely have posted some kind of record here. Surely no one else has worked for the same organisation for more than 75 years, unless, of course, you know different. Derek Johnson, Anglia News, Southend-on-Sea.
What a superstar. Now, record numbers of a rare butterfly have been seen in Hatfield Forest in Hertfordshire for the first time in more than 50 years. The silver-washed fritillary butterfly disappeared from East Anglia during the 40s and 50s due to loss of habitat. But a recent monitoring programme carried out by the National Trust in Hatfield Forest recorded 6 of the butterflies at one time.